Is he a jerk or a joker? I speak of San Francisco sports anchor Gary Radnich, who had an amazingly awkward on-air exchange with his co-anchor last week. It's the subject of tonight's
Is This Real?
This week, Radnich was set to break the news that LeBron James will star in a revamp of the movie Space Jam. There we go. Turns out his co-anchor had already read the same story minutes earlier.
We should tell you LeBron James is going to star in Space Jam.
Well, we actually, oh, you mad because I already read that? I'm sorry.
How's Steph Curry's knee?
He's nursing it, and it's getting better.
How long have we been friends? 23 years.
I didn't know you were going to do it.
Have you ever, and I'm going to say this with a smile, ever heard me say right before you came on, there's an irrigation problem in Gilroy?
Well, you have to
Never.
talk to Kasim. You
You
got to
ever
talk
heard
to
me say, oh, it's warm weather today? Never. I stay in my lane. And it's just to a friend.
Oh, it's amazing.
That's great.
Now Radnich claims that it was all a joke, later posting on Facebook, quote, wow, I must be a good actor. All this feedback from people who thought I was mad. Please watch again. I'm playing. Okay. We're going to do what you said, Gary. Let's watch the rest.
It's hard for me to get mad. Katherine has stayed at my mother's home. She's written my mother notes and stolen my material. So how do I get mad? Anyway, how is Curry's knee?
improving.
Okay, well.
LeBron was very good in Trainwreck, so this will be fun. Okay, I shouldn't have brought it up.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And Michael Jordan starred in Space Jam, as you earlier reported.
I'm sorry.
All right. Darn it. Hard to be mad at Katherine, though. She's a good friend of my mom's, and there's going to come a time when you have to choose between the love of your mother and your mother's friends and the honor and dignity of Kron.
Quite. If he was acting, he is Marlon Brando. He is Laurence Olivier.
She is too.
Oh no, yeah, no. That was amazing. That was okay.
That was genuine.
All right, so let's. Is that real?
I thought it wasn't, and then I was talking, and Ebony was like, "It is," and I think watching with her, yeah, maybe it might be.
I think it's real. I think he had to go see the powers that be, you know, their version of like the offices, and they
like
said, "What were you doing?" And he had to. They go, "You go back and tell everybody they're joking." Joanne, you're an actress, or so you claim. Thoughts on whether this was an act or real?
Oh, he was definitely acting. I mean, some of us pretend, you know, to be angry or upset, and others pretend to be happy correspondents who are pleased with their bosses and get along fine with everyone.
It was
so, you know, you just pick your character.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
No,
That's why she's good.
Yeah.
That was so real. I'm gonna tell you how I know it's real. When you go into the personal narrative,
Right. Yeah.
you bring up your mama.
Yes.
That is so real, sir. Stop playing. That was real.
That's great.
And she knew it. She knew it.
I know. The look on her face was everything I needed to see. Paul, what's your take on this?
Yeah, well, I've never seen that man before, but he is drunk. But yeah, if that was a joke, that's like Andy Kaufman level.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was.
But I don't think Kron hires that kind of talent.
I know. I like how instead of saying Kron, he goes Kron, as though it's this alien force.
Yeah.
The allegiance to Kron.
Kron will not be happy with this.
I like how he also brings up in the thing he talks about in the video, if you watch it, like people that are more powerful than they are that work at Kron.
Yeah.
It was just to like scare her. All right, Kat, analysis, please.
I think he had a good strategy of saying that it was a joke. It's a great strategy to, if you realize you've done something or said something upsetting, of course I was joking, right? Can't we take a joke anymore? He should have just brought up political correctness.
Yes.
Oh, this political correctness has made everyone mad. I yelled at a lady on the air. I was clearly joking. PC police are here.
Yeah, he should have done it because all these people just obsessed with sanity. I mean, you know.
Now you used to watch this guy though, so
Yeah, I'm from the Bay Area. Okay. He was in the 80s. I think he was a basketball player, believe it or not. They don't make them like they used to, whatever that means. You know what's interesting? I know. Okay, my theory is it's real because he prefaced it with, "I'm going to say it with a smile." So that's like that's saying that what you're about to say is going to be very, very angry, and it's not like acting, because you wouldn't have said that if you were acting.
Oh, this is totally real. I'm surprised at her reactions, though. I thought for sure it would be a little more of that, what's going on? Am I being punked? Let me pretend that everything's okay. But she was doing the eye rolls. There are issues there.
Yeah. You know what it is?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever been in a situation where you overreacted, and while you're overreacting, you know you're overreacting? And I was at a baseball game, and a guy kept taking ice cubes out of my cooler, and I slapped his hand.
I'm sorry about that.
Yes.
By the way.
But I slapped his hand, and I instantly go like, why are these ice cubes so important to me? And I was like, for the rest of the game, I was just shamed by my own behavior.
What were you doing at I'm assuming it was a softball game, if you could bring your own beverages.
This was years ago when you used to be able to duct tape vodka to your chest. It was in college. You'd get Glad bags of vodka, and you duct tape it to your legs and your chest, and then you wear a shirt and shorts, and nobody knew you had booze. Then in the coolers,
You really did
Why not just carry pockets or something?
No, because they search
They look
you.
for it.
So then you get a cooler of ice cube, and you drop the orange juice in there, and also bags of vodka, and no one can see it.
I can't be a part of this.
That was back in the
As an attorney.
back in the 90s, definitely not the 80s.
Yes.
Or you just you bring booze and you put it next to something weird that like nobody really wants to touch.
like feminine products.
Yeah.
That's an interesting strategy, and someone creeping me out. All right, Gary. I think Gary. That is the best work
was
he's
real.
ever done.
Yeah.
Best work he's ever done.
And if it was an act, man, he should win something.
Yeah, no, exactly. That is better than anything in the theaters today.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, Greg. It was the most vulnerable I've seen a newscaster in a while. He was all deep in his feelings, and I love it.
All right. You should be on The View. Because that was like a really positive thing to tweet. You know, they always go, no matter what, if somebody does something really awful, there's somebody on The View who goes, I don't know. I think what he did was beautiful.
It's really brave.
His family
He was in touch.
It was brave.
Yeah, they wanted the house burned down. It was an eyesore. All right, coming up, the Washington Redskins, should they change their name? Our agreeable correspondent, Jerry Carbondale, is here to comment. There he is. And he's more agreeable than ever. Stick around.